Hello everyone, welcome to Strength Intervals. My name is Ayla Donlin. I am delighted to get my workout on with you today. What you're gonna need in terms of equipment for strength intervals, you're gonna want at least one set of dumbbells. You're gonna see that I have two, a light to medium set for upper body and a medium to heavy set for lower body. Up to you if you wanna have different weights for lower and upper body. You'll see I also have a kettlebell that I consider medium to heavy weight. If you want a kettlebell, awesome, grab it, you can use it, but everything you're gonna be able to do with dumbbells. You'll also want a mat because we're gonna be down on the floor for a few exercises and you'll wanna have a mat for that, or if you're on carpet or a soft surface, you're good there. Grab some water too because we'll be taking some water breaks. Here's how the rhythm of strength intervals goes. We do 1 minute of a lower body movement, 1 minute of an upper body movement, 1 minute of a cardio interval, and then 1 minute of a core exercise. So we do that twice through. We switch to a new group of 4 exercises, and then we're gonna finish with a lower, upper, and core exercise to end our workout together. We'll do a light little cool down, and then we'll call it a day. How does that sound? You ready to go? We're gonna start with a warm-up. So if you've got all of your equipment, then we'll start with a body weight squat. Standing hip to shoulder width apart, taking the squat in whatever range of motion feels right for you to begin with. Go ahead and get that started. I'm gonna start my timer so that I can keep an eye on time. And we have officially begun our strength intervals warm-up. Again, you're taking a range of motion that feels right on your body for today. And I always like to take the warm-up to feel where my body is at today, right? What does my body need in terms of a challenge today? Could I use a little bit more weight? Could I take my range of motion a little bit deeper today? Could I move a little bit faster today? Maybe I'm gonna challenge myself on the cardio interval. So you can be asking yourself those questions as we get our warm-up on. A couple more body weight squats here. And let's switch this to a back stepping lunge. Hip width apart, step a leg back, take your lunge, step forward, and repeat. Make sure you're stepping hip width apart in your back stepping lunge. Eventually, we're gonna aim for 90 degrees in both of our knees. In the warm-up, if you wanna keep your range of motion smaller than that, so staying on the top half, totally cool. Focus on keeping your chest tall, back long, and driving through your heels up to the top. This is also a great opportunity to figure out a breathing rhythm that works well for you and your body today. So take that rhythm and play around with it. Find what's a good fit for you today. Let's do one more on each side here. And now let's switch this up again to a side stepping lunge. Lunging to the side, sinking into our heel, tall chest, long back, drive into the center, and over to the other side. Yes. So how's your body feeling? What are you deciding in terms of what kind of a challenge you need today? Could you use a little bit more weight? Or maybe you're gonna take your range of motion a little bit deeper. Maybe you're gonna move a little bit faster, or maybe a combination of those things. We've got a little bit more of the warm-up left, so take the time to assess what your body needs today. That's what it's all about. If we're gonna create a consistent and sustainable exercise routine, it's so important that we check in and listen to our body for each workout, and that we honor our body where it's at each day. That is hard to do. Get ready to switch this up again. Single leg deadlift. We're gonna go right leg forward, toes of the left foot back, reach down and squeeze to the top. As you squeeze to the top, feel your hamstrings, feel your glutes, and our music is going to start to pick up as we get closer to our conditioning period. Switch sides, left leg forward, right leg back. Same thing, hinge, squeeze. And we're squeezing through hamstrings and glutes, just working on getting our form down, getting our muscles warmed up and ready to go. 2 more like that. Grab your dumbbells, a light set for upper body if you've got 2 sets. Roll your shoulders back, soft bend in your knees. Squeeze your shoulder blades together, bicep curl. Today we're going to do a multi-direction bicep curl where we curl in the center, then we come out to the side. Curl in the center, out to the side. You'll also have the option of a hammer curl in the center and then curling out wide to the side. You can mix it up however you want. Practice it a little bit here in the warm-up. Soft bend in our knees, pulling our belly button in tight and pulling up through the muscles in our pelvic floor. Let's get 1 more curl in each direction. We're going to take a bent over row now, hinging at our hips, long through our back and chest, which are parallel to the ground. Squeeze shoulder blades and pull the weight in toward our ribs as we squeeze our shoulder blades together. Take a little break out to the top, reset everything. Brace through your abdominal muscles again, pulling in and up. Then hinge forward again, keep the bracing through your abdominal muscles and squeeze the row. Let's stand tall, transition to finish our warm-up. We're gonna do push-ups and plank holds. Set up your mat if you don't have it set up already. You can do your push-ups on your knees or on your toes, your choice. We're gonna do 2 sets of 6. Take your time. On the way down, lead with your chest and squeeze your shoulder blades together. On the way up, squeeze your chest and the front of your shoulders. Once you get 6 push-ups, take a little breather, maybe child's pose position, then come back for another set of 6. Still bracing through our abdominal muscles just like we practiced in our standing position. Once you get 2 sets of 6, press back, child's pose position again. We're gonna set up for a plank hold. 20 seconds in the front, 20 seconds on each side. Hands, knees, elbows, or toes, come on up. Holding 20 seconds in the front. I'll let you know when to switch over to a side. Pulling belly button in toward our spine. And then squeezing to close the space between our hips and our ribs. And switch it. Take it over to a side. You can stack your feet. You can stagger your feet. You can come down to your inside knee. Whatever works best for your body today is what you should do. Get ready to switch to the other side. Right here. So same thing. Whatever option you chose on side 1, you're now repeating on side 2. Lift that bottom hip up as high as you can. Still squeezing our belly button in toward our vertebral column and still squeezing the space between our hips and our ribs. Last 3, 2, bring it on down. All right, you can leave your mat set up. If it's not in your way, I'm just gonna scoot mine over. I'll be pulling mine in and out. Music picked up again, an indication that we're getting ready to go. Let me show you our first 4 movements. We're gonna do a combo of a back and side lunge. It's gonna look like this. We step back into our back lunge, into the center, and over to the side. Back stepping lunge, into a side lunge. Yes? We'll alternate every other side. Then we're gonna do a bent over row to upright row. Hinge, bent over row, stand tall, upright row. Notice I'm keeping that bend in my knees. Side plank, then we'll go into our cardio interval after our lower body, upper body. Here's what the cardio interval looks like. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll do that for 30 seconds, and then we have high knees. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's a repeater. 1, 2, 3, 4. You can make that as fast and as big as you want to. Then we have side plank on each side, just like we did at the end of our warm-up. You ready to go? Let's do it. We're gonna start in 15 seconds. I'm gonna skip this song back. Grab your weights for your combo. Back lunge, side lunge. I'm gonna use dumbbells and load them up on the meaty part of my shoulders. You ready? 3, 2, let's go. Take your back stepping lunge into a side lunge. Then take the other side. Back step, side lunge. Back stepping lunge into side lunge. Keep it up. Take your time. Take the range of motion that's right for you and your body. That is so important. So I'm moving a little bit slower so that I can take a fuller range of motion. Taking my body into as full range of motion as I can today. Last 15 seconds. Last 5. Finish it. Transition, bent over row to upright row. Roll your shoulders back and down. Squeeze and brace through your abdominals. Let's go, bent over row, upright row. It is getting progressively harder, more challenging for me to feel like I can pull in through my abdominal muscles. I'm now 18 weeks into my second pregnancy, and so my abdomen is making room for baby. So the bracing just feels different. I can still do it, it just feels different as I'm pulling in through my deep abdominal muscles and up through the muscles in my pelvic floor. Keep it up, 20 seconds left. On the bent over row, the weights stay in close to our body the whole time. Keep it up, 3, 2, transition. Cardio interval. Side step, single, single, double. You ready? Go. Single, single, double. You can stay on my tempo here with the music, or you can pick it up if you would like. Single, single, double, double. You can see I'm taking my arms with me. Single, single, double. Whoop, single, single, double, double. All right, 30 seconds, high knees. Here's the reach. Single, single, double, double. Single, single, double. 15 seconds to go. Again, you can make it as big or as fast as you want to. And that's a quick recovery into our side plank. Set it up. I'm just gonna turn my mat this way to put my hand on, and up we come. 30 seconds on one side, 30 on the other. You can be on your hand, on your elbow. You can stagger, you can stack, you can come down to that inside knee. Choose your preference. 10 seconds to go here, friends. Then we switch over to the other side, lifting our bottom hip up as high as we can. And that is a switcheroony. Make that transition. Whatever option you chose on side one, replicate here on side two. Oh, pick your bottom hip up as high as you can. Bracing in, squeezing tight. Muscles in the pelvic floor, squeeze up and in. Pulling our belly button in, lifting through the side of our body. And transition. We start back at the beginning. Back stepping lunge into side lunge. This time I'm gonna hold my weights at my sides. Back stepping lunge, and then I reach over to the side. Then other side, back stepping, over to the other side. Try to slow your heart rate down a little bit. The side plank helped with that, right? We got our heart rate up, and then the side plank helped us recover a little bit. Now, this is a big lower body movement, so our heart rate is gonna stay elevated a little, but try to use your breathing to recover your heart rate. We have 15 seconds left. Do what you can. Last 5. Transition, bent over row, upright row. Soft bend in the knees. Roll the shoulders back and down. 3, 2, let's go. Hinge, row, and upright. Where you should feel your bent over row is in your mid and upper back. Squeeze, squeeze. Where you should feel your upright row, mid, mostly upper back, back of your shoulders. How are we doing, everybody? Woo! 30 seconds left in this combo. Bent over row, upright row. You know what piece of equipment I forgot to mention that I'm gonna need is a towel. My goodness, I'm getting my sweat on. I don't know about all of you. I'm gonna have to use one of my 3-year-old's stuffed animals as a towel, I think, because I forgot to grab one. Think she'll notice? All right, transition, cardio. We're gonna take a little bit longer to make that transition. Catch your breath just a little bit. Single, single, double, double. Starting in 10 seconds. Here it is slowly. Single, single, double. You ready? 3, let's go. Double, double. You can stay on my tempo or you can go faster. Single, single, double, single. You can see I'm adding a little hop to make it a little bit bigger. You can do that if you want. You ready? High knees. Single, single, double. Your own tempo. Make it as big as you want. 10 seconds left. Single, single, double. 3, 2, and recover. Whew. Side plank. Set it up. Here we go. Side one. Set it up how you want it. 30 seconds on this side, 30 seconds over on the other. We'll take a little water break after this. This is 2 times through our first 4 exercises. So we get 4 new exercises after this. Transitioning, 3, 2, take it to the other side, friends. Whatever option you chose on side 1, replicate here on side 2. Ooh-wee. Heart rate's recovering a little bit. We'll get a water break and recover our heart rate and our breathing even more in 5. Come on down. Make that, well, not make that, well, make that transition, but take a little break as you do so. Cheers. Woo. I'll preview our next 4 movements and then we'll start them together. Cheers. We'll chill the music a little while we do this. Good to have the up-tempo stuff though for the cardio intervals. I'm gonna use my kettlebell for exercise 1, which is a sumo squat. Our feet are out a little wider than shoulder width. Maybe heels are at about shoulder width or a little wider. Toes turn out so we're open through our hips, our knees, and our ankles. We squat down, we squeeze up. Now the key on the sumo squat, press your knees out and open on the way down, and on the way up, squeeze, push through your heels, squeeze your glutes, and at the top, get that bonus squeeze. That's the sumo squat. Then we have a multi-curl to a kickback. The multi-curl is what we practiced in the warm-up. You can take a hammer curl or a regular curl with palms up. We'll go front and side. We'll get that twice, and then we're gonna hinge and take 2 kickbacks. Then we'll repeat. Front and side again, and then 2 kickbacks. Once and twice, stopping our wrists under our elbows. Our cardio interval is a skater. You can step and tap behind, or you can hop side to side, up to you, into some jumping jacks. The standard jumping jack. 30 seconds of each. Skater, jumping jack. Core movement is a mermaid. Weight optional. You can use a mat for this if you would like. We have our bottom leg extended. Our top leg comes behind. I'll show you the weight option in a moment. But in the mermaid, we're lifting up our arm over our shoulder. If you've got a weight, you can lift up and extend. We'll take 30 seconds on one side and 30 over on the other. Those are our 4 movements. You ready? We're gonna get things rocking in about 10 seconds. Let's get one more drink of water. I was totally saying that to myself, coaching myself to drink some water. But if you need one more, take one more. 10 seconds to go time. Grab your weights for the sumo squat. As I mentioned, I'm going to use my kettlebell. Set it up. 3, 2, let's rock. 1 minute of the sumo. Take your time and get the form down. Pushing your knees out and open, squeezing through glutes all the way up to the top. Yes. Same length through our back. Trying to create as much length from your tailbone through the top, the crown of your head as possible. We have 15 seconds left on the sumo squat. Keep moving at your range of motion, at your pace. Last 5. And that's a transition into our multi-curl to tricep kickback. Soft bend in our knees. Roll the shoulders back. Begin. Front and side, and again. Then we hinge at our hips and we kick back, not once, but twice. Stand tall, do it again. Curl. Long through your back. Back and chest are parallel to the ground as you take your kick back. And then we repeat. Strong through our upper body now. Each repetition is a quality repetition. Each repetition counts. Last 5 seconds. Transition cardio interval. Skater to jumping jack. Let's amp up the music. Get ready to go. In 3, 2, let's roll. Skater, you can step and tap, remember? Or you can hop. 30 seconds here. Then we take a jumping jack. Try to push as wide as you can, side to side, whether you're stepping or hopping. 3, 2, jumping jack. You can take high impact here or low impact here. Your choice. "15 seconds to go. Keep it up, keep it up. Keep moving. 3, 2, transition, mermaid. Grab a dumbbell if you want it. Bottom leg is long, top leg behind. Begin. Lift, optional dumbbell extension. Trying to pick our bottom hip up as high as we can. Using our bottom leg to lift that top leg. Just the toes are pressing for balance. 3, 2, transition over to the other side. Same thing now on the other side. Lift and press. Hand under shoulder, pushing up to the sky. Lifting our bottom hip up as high as we can. 10 seconds. 3. Transition. I'm just gonna keep that up. All right, sumo squat. Round 2, friends. 3, 2, Game on. Pressing our knees out, pushing through our heels, sinking back into our heels, then driving up through our heels, squeezing our glutes. Get that bonus squeeze at the top. 40 seconds to go. Stay as long and tall as you can through your chest and your back. Sink into that squat. Squeeze, squeeze. It feels different than your standard squat. You're gonna feel a stretch through the inside of your hips. 10 seconds to go. Last 5. Transition, multi-curl to kick back. Grab your dumbbells, soft bend in the knees, roll it back. Curl front, out to the side. Remember, your option is hammer curl if you want it, and then kick back. Option this time, take 4 kickbacks if you want. Just an option, totally up to you. Halfway, 30 in, 30 to go. Long through our back in that kick back. 20 seconds to go, friends. Keep it up, keep it up. Strong upper body. 10 seconds to go here. Then we hit our second cardio interval of this sequence and our last cardio interval of the day. Transition now. Skater to jumping jack. You know your options. 5, 4. Begin. Skater. Let's go. Do what you can, stepping or hopping, pushing side to side as far as you can. 10 seconds left in the skater. Come on. Jumping jacks. Last cardio interval of the day. Let's go. 15. Keep it up all the way through this interval. Last 5. Recover. High fives. Quick transition into mermaid. Pick a side and begin. Last time through this exercise. We'll take a little water break after this, and then we'll finish with our final 3 exercises of the day. It's gone fast. Thanks for working so hard. It's so worth it. Transition over to the other side. Same thing. Let's go. Lift, lift, reaching. Option is to take the dumbbell up over our shoulder. Last 10 seconds. Push and drive. 3, 2, and 1. Come on down. Take a little break. Grab a drink of water. I'll preview our last 3 movements. Whew. Okay. Last 3 movements. Single leg deadlift is the first one. Just like we practiced in the warm-up. Right leg forward, left leg back, long through our back, We hinge, our back and our chest are parallel to the ground, weights close to our legs, and we squeeze to the top, emphasizing hamstring and glutes. Here, long, squeeze, squeeze. Then we have a push-up, tap to optional T-stand. Let me show you that. Now, you can have your weights if you want them. I'm only gonna use my weights for the T-stand. Let me show you that. Okay, so we're gonna do a push-up. The tap is to the front. Reach, reach forward, and then the T-stand with the weight option is here. And then I would take the same thing over to the other side. Now, another option on the tap is to take the weight and tap it out and back in. That's an advanced option if you want. You can do all of that on your knees as well as a modification. So take it if you want it. All right, cool. So we'll have any weights you want for the push-up to T-stand. Last movement is a hip bridge. We're probably all pretty familiar with the hip bridge. We're on our back. We're gonna pull our heels in close enough that we could just touch them with our fingertips, and then we'll drive through our heels, pushing our hips up to the top. Yeah? And you can either hold the hip bridge or you can tap down and squeeze up. I'll give you some other options as well, but that's the standard version. Okay, we'll get ready to start here in about 30 seconds. So grab one more drink of water if you want it. You ready to finish things up, friends? 3 more movements. Twice through, no problem. 3 more movements, twice through. Piece of cake. Single leg deadlift starts in 8 seconds. We'll go 30 seconds each side. So take that right leg forward, left leg back. Let's roll. Squeeze up to the top. Remember, we're emphasizing the back of our right leg, so the hamstrings on our right leg and our glutes. When you squeeze and stack up at the top, we're stacking our shoulders over our hips and we're squeezing our right glutes to make that happen. Here we go. And switch over to the other side, friends. Switch it up. Yes. "15 seconds left here. Keep it up. Last 3 seconds. And we transition. Push up to the tap to the T-stand. Set it up and begin. Remember, you can be on your knees if you want to. We take our push up, we tap forward, and then we take our T-stand one side and over to the other. And then we repeat. One side over to the other, repeat. T-stand, strong, lifting our bottom hip up as we take that T-stand. Less than 30 seconds to go in this movement. Tap, tap. Try to keep your shoulders and hips as square to the ground as you can in the tap. Hey, hey. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and transition. Now we have the hip bridge. Set it up. begin. Heels just close enough that we can touch. Drive through the heels to the top. Now, I'll show you an option here. If you're coming down and back up, when you get down to the bottom, you can rock your pelvis forward into an anterior tilt. You'll create a little more curve through your lower back, and then squeeze and pull your pelvis into posterior tilt, and then pick up into the extension. That is just an option if you want it. 20 seconds left here, and then we have one more round of each of those exercises. Keep rolling, my friends. Driving, squeezing to the top, and that's a transition. All right, back to the beginning. Single leg deadlift. 30 seconds on each side. Last time through these 3 movements, last 3 minutes of work in strength intervals today. 30 seconds on the right side, 30 seconds on the left. We've got this. Strong finish. Hang on to your form. Strong, steady form all the way through to the end. Get ready to switch to the other side right here. Left leg forward, right leg back. Hinge and squeeze up to the top. Stay as long as you can through your back. Back and chest are parallel to the ground, weights close to our body. Last 10 seconds here. Transition into the push-up. Push-up, tap, T-stand. If you want to challenge yourself with that advanced option of taking your weights forward on the tap, do it. Here we go, push-up. Option, remember, forward, back, control, forward, back. And then we would take the T-stand. Optional to take the dumbbell with you. Use the breathing pattern that works well for you. Take the tap forward. You can see I spread my legs out a little bit wider for stability as I'm taking the tap. And then into my T-stand. Ooh, such a good challenge through the core, through the muscles in our abdomen. Last 10 seconds, friends. And transition into hip bridge. This is the last minute of work. Start it when you're ready. Same options. This time I'm gonna hold, and as another option, you can pulse. So I'm just gonna, at the top, take a tiny extra squeeze as I hold. And take a look at your knees. Your knees should be in line with your hips, not out, not in, but in line with your hips. So check that out. Make any adjustments you need to. And we have 20 seconds left. All the way through. Final 5, 4, 3, 2, come on down. Hug your knees into your chest, rock side to side. This is where we will start our cool down. Just a quick little cool down all together. Beautifully done, everyone. So we're rocking our knees side to side. All right, keep your right leg, right knee hugged in, extend your left. Reach your left arm up overhead. Hug left knee in. Reach right leg out, right arm up overhead. Start to give a little gratitude to your body for all that it just did. Hug both knees in again. One more time, gently rock side to side. And then turn yourself over onto your hands and your knees. Hands under shoulders, knees under hips. Tabletop position. Inhale, lengthen and extend into cow pose, creating a curve through your lower back. Then exhale, tuck your tailbone underneath and press each vertebral segment to the sky in cat pose. Move back and forth. Inhale, lengthen and extend into cow. Exhale, flex and curl into cat. One more time through. Return back to neutral position. Take yourself into a seated position that's comfortable for you. I'm going to be on my knees. Whatever's comfortable for you, you can be on your bottom. Arms by our sides. Right ear over toward our right shoulder, lengthening through the left side of our neck. Roll through. Left ear to left shoulder, stretching through the right side of our neck. At your own pace, back and forth. Next time you're in the center of your body, lengthen through the back of your neck, tucking your chin down and in. Deep breath in, exhale, lift your chin up to the sky. Back and forth at your own pace. Then stack your neck long and tall at the top. We'll take 3 deep breaths here to finish. You can stay in your seated position, you can stand up, whatever is comfortable for you. Inhale, say thank you body for all that you just did and all that you do for me every day. Inhale, thank you mind for all that you just did and all that you do every day. And the last one is thank you spirit for all that you just did and all that you do every day to motivate, to move, to uplift. Thank you all so much for being here with me for Strength Intervals. Again, my name is Ayla Donlin. Great job. Thank you for working so hard, and I'll see you next time.